Hello. So today I want to tell you about the game Boba Mahjong Grande from designer Tate Wu. And he makes fabulous games that are always very cute and quirky and have a great puzzly, thinky element to them. So this is the follow-up to a game called Boba Mahjong that was a two-player game. I never played that one, but I am loving this one. This is a prototype. The game does not actually exist yet, and that's why it's on crowdfunding. It's on Kickstarter as of right now. So if this interests you, go check it out because that's the only way this game can become a reality. But it is a really fun card game for 2 to 4 players. Like I said, this is a prototype, so everything will look more polished in the final version. So you have a score tracker, and you'll have 4 scoring markers. I'm assuming they will be something more fun than just 4 cubes, but this is how you will keep score. And it is a card game, and the artwork on the cards is all based around boba. So you will have toppings cards, and they have different abilities on them. So for this one is coffee jelly, and it says your opponent takes one of their score cards back into their hand. That'll make sense in a minute. And then there are suit cards that range from 0 to 8 in 4 different suits. So you have those green, yellow, and blue. I think we have 5 suits. I forget. Nope. Yep. And purple. So we have 5 suits ranging from 0 to 8. And they have numbers on them. There's no ability on them except for the zeros are wild. So that is great because that can help you out during the game. So 5 colors from 0 to 8 plus toppings, which have abilities on them. So what the heck are we doing with these cards? Well, we are going to start out with 3 cards in our hand. And there are going to be 3 mixing piles on the table at all times. So as you can see, those are all different. And I am trying to make sets. So there's a little player aid that literally walks you through everything. So at the beginning of my turn, I can take 2 cards from the face down pile or 1 from the face up, because obviously that gives me a lot more information. So I am going to take 2 from there. And this doesn't give me anything playable, so we're going to pretend like I have some playable options in my hand so that I can show you what you do. So you draw your 2 cards, and then you're going to take your turn. And again, it will tell you exactly what a set is. A set is one of 3 things. A set is 3 cards that are the same number. Color does not matter. A set is 3 cards that are in order. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5. Color does not matter. Or it is 3 toppings. You can use a wild card in any of your numbered sets, but not in your topping set. And you're thinking, if color doesn't matter, why do we even have suits? Oh, because color matters for scoring. It doesn't matter for playing out your sets. So if it were my turn, I drew my 2 cards, and now I can play down sets. So the first set I'm going to play is this one, 009. And then I'm going to play, first, let's see. Yeah, so we'll put out both of them just for that. So now from my sets, I have to keep 1 card from each of my sets I created for scoring. The first person to have 10 cards saved, they are going to then end the game. They'll be, everyone gets an equal number of 1 more turn. But, so let's see. I'm going to save my purple 9. And wild cards leave the game if you don't save them. And then from my toppings, I am going to say, I'm going to keep this one, my toppings one. So it lets me take a card from a mixing pile with a flavor of drink that you do not currently have in your score pile and put in your score pile. Well, right now I only have purple, which is taro. So I can take this and put that in my score pile. And then everything else gets discarded. If those had been numbers and not zeros, they would have gotten discarded onto here. So 1 has to go to the empty pile, and then 1 goes on top. And you either discard down to 7 because that's the hand limit, or draw back up to 3. So then the next players go, and they're going to keep sets. And so you may not always want to play 2 sets if it doesn't help you save cards for scoring. You may just want to play 1, or in that early example, like I may take my 2 cards and I don't have a set I want to play, And so then I can do the same. I could take one from here or take two from here as the same action. If I do that twice, that's my turn. But what happens is we get down to 10. And it is fun to kind of decide, what do I want to take? Do I want to go from here? How do I get my numbers? Because at the end, once someone has 10 and everyone takes their final turn, then we go into scoring our sets. So from our 10 cards, let's say these were my, oh, hey, look at that. There's 10 cards. Let's say these were my 10 cards that I ended up with. I'm going to pick 6 of them. So 4 of them are going to go away, and I get to score the 6 of them. So I am going to get rid of, we'll just do it randomly. We'll just say we get rid of those. And now we look at how we score. So scoring goes in a few different ways. So for freshness, meaning your numbers, so everything that are groupings of the same numbers, you're going to get more and more points. So I don't have any of the same number, so that's not great. But if you have 2 of the same number, you get 3 points, 3 of the same number, you get 6 points, and 4 of the same number, you get 10 points. So that's a big deal if you can get that. That's your freshness score. Then you have your smoothness score, because these are all essential components to a great boba. So this is your straight. This is your numbers. So the more numbers you have in order, then you're going to get more points. Then you have your complexity, and that is your toppings. So for every 2 toppings you have, or any 2 toppings, you're just going to get 3 points. They don't have to be the same topping. They just have to be toppings. And then finally is presentation. And this is where color matters. So if you have 3 cards that are the same color, 3 points, 4 cards, 6 points, 5 cards, 9 points. And if you can get all 6 cards of yours that you're scoring that are the same color, you're going to get 12 points. That's a big deal. That's a lot of points. So it shows you all on here. You have a great little player aid. I'm assuming there will be one for every player. I don't know for sure. But so it's this great game of like, okay, I'm building this hand so that I can play my sets down. But when I play my set down, I only get to add 1 card to my scoring pile. And then once my scoring pile or someone else's scoring pile reaches 10, I only get to take my best 6 of that. So you're planning all along in what you're playing down, what you're building up, and how you're eventually going to score. So it's a game, it's a card game that's straightforward, but also there's some layers to it and some complexity, some smoothness, some freshness, as you might say. So I love Boba Mahjong Grande. I always appreciate when Tatewu sends me his prototypes because I have so much fun with them. So let me know what you think of this. Will you be backing it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.